Honorable Pro-Chancellor Mr. Arshad Ahmad, Rector Mr. Shahid Hussain, Honored Convocation Speaker and Nobel Laureate Ms. Malala Yousafzai, respected trustees, Sayyid Babar Ali Saab, valued faculty colleagues, proud parents, and our beloved graduates, Assalamu alaikum. I want to welcome all of you to the Convocation ceremony for the 32nd graduating class of LUMS. Convocation is a milestone event bringing all of us in the LUMS family together to celebrate achievements and our shared vision. My message to you, our soon-to-be graduates, is simply this. Seek out personal fulfillment and success, but never forget your obligation to serve the greater good. My dear students, you are going to remember this graduation like no other cohort has or perhaps ever will. You are in a once-in-a-lifetime event and a unique moment of history, and this you know. But this is also a time when the calls for help are getting louder, when economic and personal loss are more visible, and when social distress and inequity have taken on new meanings. So could this be your moment? And could this be your opportunity? Could this be your defining moment to look beyond personal ambition to consider a more noble social vision that is required more than ever before? Now, your determination to graduate is beyond any doubt. It is, after all, the sum of a lot of incredible hard work that you've put in, late nights, the difficult exams, a lot of camaraderie. You have learned those very hard lessons, life's lessons from LUMS world-class faculty, and you've drawn strength from your friends whose diversity speaks to our rich heritage as Pakistanis. You have also laughed and you have also cried together. Like mountaineers who are tied in lockstep, you have reached new heights that make up the unique shared experiences of your time at LUMS. And it is at this moment we rejoice in the pleasure of your many, many accomplishments. So from all of us, congratulations to you. Graduates, I ask you to reflect on whether this defining moment speaks to what you will choose to do tomorrow. For those of you who aren't already employed, the uncertainty amplified by the global pandemic is completely understandable. But you may want to continue to study, and this by itself is a very pure and admirable kind of ambition. But many of you have other ambitions, and I know this because I have seen first-hand examples such as Riayat that fights urban inequality and developing youth aspirations, supporting the financially disadvantaged, as well as Ehsaas Karo, distributing food rations. I admire with pride how you are pushing the boundaries to become the agents of change you can be and for the betterment of society. Now, some time ago when I worked in Canada, I spent a bit of time at McMaster University's Bertrand Russell Research Centre, where the British philosopher and Nobel laureate's works are archived. Mr. Russell wrote about freedom and peacekeeping, noting that while most people pass through life without ever reflecting on their own or societal conditions, he claimed there are only a few rare and exceptional individuals with a certain love for humanity that are propelled to act to reduce societal suffering, regardless of how that suffering is related to their own lives. Mr. Russell described how personal ambition can be channeled into an unmistakable good, where the ambition for the self turns into the ambition for humanity. And this is the greater good all societies aspire to, and it is this ambition that is personified in our keynote speaker, Ms. Malala Yousafzai, another Nobel laureate you will hear from next. It is true that unfortunately you inherit a century confronting serious local and global issues. Society has become suspicious of self-serving ambition, and failed leadership that has discounted environmental degradation, that has exacerbated social inequity, and that has ignored systemic bias and prejudice. But your generation has embraced these global movements, and humanity needs you to play critical roles to stimulate, to articulate, and to direct renewed efforts for the greater good. Graduates, you are also our proud ambassadors of positive ambition here at LUMS. In just 3 decades, LUMS has expanded into 5 schools which have had a measurable impact on business and society, with several world-class science centers, and I would say the most progressive law, humanities, and education programs in Asia. I am really proud to share with you today that LUMS global standing improved 50 places in the World QS rankings. And for the first time ever, LUMS has been recognized by the Times Higher Education Global and Asia rankings. And while rankings are but one measure of improvement, our commitment to access and equity are worth emphasizing. For example, LUMS provides significant financial aid to 1 out of 3 students, including its signature National Outreach Program, or fondly known as the NOP, which is now in its 20th anniversary year. And these are some of the reasons which speaks to why your graduation from this institution really matters. Your ambition will be the most important driver as you will join the 14,000 alumni and inspire the next generation of learners. Graduates, you know you are blessed from the many generous gifts of support that have come from your own families, that have come from your friends, and that certainly will continue to come from your institution that will stand by your side for the rest of your lives. My hope is that you will use these gifts and that you will use these talents in ways to serve a more ambitious vision for Pakistan and for the world. Most of all, I am confident that by finding your place in that greater vision, your personal aspirations will be naturally aligned to bring you fulfillment, to bring you joy, and to bring you all the happiness that you seek. We wish you well. We are immensely proud of you, and we look forward to seeing you on campus as soon as this becomes possible. Thank you very much.